Hello, everybody. Bienvenidos. My name is Okan, and I am head of community at Silk Academy. And today, Rocio is joining me for an exciting webinar, informative session to introduce you to our Silk and Champite Summer Leadership Camp in Switzerland. We are Silk Academy. Silk Academy stands for Swiss International Leadership Camp and Academy. We've been operating summer, winter, and school field trips for many years now. For the past 15 years, we've been focusing a lot on leadership, and currently we are organizing summer leadership camps in Switzerland. And our goal is to make sure that our students who participate at our camps take the best out of their adventure, not only through their beautiful experiences in the Swiss Alps and the beautiful cities of Switzerland, but also by learning about many different aspects of leadership. We call them also learning outcomes, such as communication, teamwork, global citizenship, sustainability, and more. At Silk Academy, we are very proud members of the BSME, ECIS, and NESA organizations. So we work with them as well, international education-related organizations that also support us, and we support them. And of course, our Silk curriculum is pedagogically aligned in order to make sure that it delivers the best outcomes in terms of amazing summer experiences, but also unforgettable essential life skills, also called as 21st century skills. Rocio, would you like to translate this into Spanish now?
Sí, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes. Pues muchísimas gracias, Ocan, por la oportunidad de darnos esta explicación tan detallada para todos los interesados en este campamento de Suiza. Y Ocan nos explica toda la infraestructura que respalda a Silk Academy con más de 14 años de experiencia preparando estos programas enfocados a desarrollar las habilidades de liderazgo, todas las credenciales que respaldan a todo el programa y toda la organización. Y pues esta es una oportunidad excelente para poder trabajar en muchas herramientas que les van a servir a lo largo de la vida para los chicos, y ya Oka nos va a explicar un poquito más acerca de la ubicación y de todo el contenido curricular del programa.
Right. Thank you very much. Sounds very Spanish to me. Right. All right. So I just wanted to insert here a global map for all of you to give you an idea where our students came from in 2023. We organize many different summer camps. And as I mentioned, one of them is our Silk and Champite Summer Leadership Camp, which I will go into more in detail. But as you can see, we literally welcome students every single continent in the world, except Antarctica, probably. As you can see, we've welcomed in the past year as well students from Mexico, a lot of Latin American countries, as well as European countries, Middle Eastern countries, and Asian countries, and going as far as Australia. So what this map tells you is obviously we are always cultivating this international experience at camp. We want our students to be exposed to many different cultures, have touch with many different people from different backgrounds in order to enrich their worldview, but also have the best experience that they can possibly have in Switzerland, bringing together students from all over the globe.
Como podemos ver, este es el mapa donde la mayoría de las nacionalidades marcadas en azul oscuro han participado en el campamento. Tenemos un mix de nacionalidades muy interesantes, puesto que uno de los objetivos del campamento es desarrollar la multiculturalidad y pues conocer amistades, ¿no? De por vida de diferentes partes del mundo entero, ¿no? Inclusive Australia.
What does our camp stand for, you might ask? And those are the two keywords, of course, next to amazing outdoor adventures, but also friendships for life and leadership exploration of our students. We, as I mentioned, every year we welcome many students to our summer camp, and they learn about the different leadership components through interactive workshops, and applying this knowledge immediately into the real world to make sure that they see that it's not very scary to apply certain communication skills, teamwork efforts, and so on, in order to make sure that they learn new skills and they improve their abilities that they can take back home and work towards achieving their goals within their friend circle, within their family, application for universities, and also during their education at school.
Pues aquí básicamente nos está contando Can de toda el contenido curricular que conlleva este programa de liderazgo, que va a romper barreras de miedo, de falta de comunicación, de inseguridades. Aquí es la oportunidad ideal para poder recobrar la confianza con el mundo, con la comunidad, con el otro y consigo mismo. Entonces, estas herramientas no solamente sirven para mejorar comunicación con la familia, con los amigos, académicamente, sino que les va a abrir el panorama para poder tomar decisiones presentes y futuras respecto a su preparación académica y profesional. Entonces, pues esto es básicamente el programa en lo que se centra, ¿no? En romper barreras, miedos, autocontrol, independencia, ¿no? Que es lo que buscamos que nuestros hijos tengan finalmente, ¿no?
All right, let's talk a little bit, Rocio, about also the summer camp itself. So Silk and Champita Summer Leadership Camp, as you can tell from the name, of course, it is a collaboration between us at Silk Academy and the premium boarding school, part of North Anglia Education, Collège Champite, and the banks of Lake Geneva in Lausanne. So,
Correcto, este campamento pues está hecho en colaboración con Champitet College, que es una institución privada que en el verano llega a Silca a tomar las instalaciones y desarrolla ahí las actividades, ¿no?
the Silk and Champita Summer Leadership Camp is actually our longest standing summer camp. We've been operating it for more than, I believe, 7 to 8 years now. And we've, of course, welcomed many students throughout the years. And again, we've applied our values, what we stand for in our curriculum, but also in the entire program that we offer to our students, in order to equip them with the necessary experiences and skills in order to take the best out of their abilities. All right, so I'll just quickly show you a one of my favorite videos, I would say, about the camp. We've shot this video together with one of our alumni, many of the alumni that have been to camp as well, in order to give you a very sneak preview impression of the camp itself. Move to the next slide. And as you saw during the video, a few keywords that I would like you to take away and remember as well. Unforgettable memories on the lake, mountains, and cities, and a leadership exploration journey. So what those keywords stand for is obviously all the activities that we offer in different settings. So no one day is the same. each and every day, students will be enjoying different activities from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to bed. One day we'll be hiking among the beautiful Swiss nature and enjoying beautiful Swiss views. The next day we'll be doing high ropes course or going up to 3,000 meters to a glacier and do amazingly fun activities. And hopefully, Rocio, if we are lucky enough, we'll also have snow. As a matter of fact, last summer it was relatively cold that actually it snowed on the glacier. So fingers crossed that we'll get also snow there. But many other activities are involved as well, from zip lining to bridge swinging to visiting, obviously, a chocolate factory, which is one of the favorites of our students because obviously it's kind of unlimited chocolate. And when you're in Switzerland, you got to try that. And we have a collection of water sports and many different excursions in Lausanne, but also in the surroundings, where our students get to enjoy all the activities that are actually paired with the leadership outcomes. For example, we have different activities on communication and getting out of your comfort zone. And what do? Obviously, we are learning about the theoretical background in a very short interactive workshops in the morning. However, we want students to apply this knowledge. And how we do it is we, for example, go to Gruyere. Gruyere is a medieval village in Switzerland. And of course, we want students to enjoy their time, explore the town, talk to the locals, try traditional Swiss fondue, and so on. However, we want them to also apply these leadership skills. How do we do that? We give them a pen or an apple and we divide them into groups and we ask them, all right, now it's your turn to actually trade that pen or an apple for something more valuable by talking to locals, by talking to the tourists and engaging with them under, of course, the supervision of our team. And what that shows ultimately to our students is it's not that scary to take the first step. And it is all right to feel maybe a little bit anxious. However, the outcome that comes out of it is you being satisfied, you being proud of yourself, and seeing that actually it's not that scary to take the first step in communication and talking to other people. And this is an example how we apply our leadership components into all the outdoor activities in different settings. When we are on the glacier as well, we have different leadership activities that we pair with what the environment has to offer, of course.
Un tema muy importante que nos acaba de contar Okan es de qué manera estas habilidades de liderazgo se implementan en el programa, en las actividades. No solamente es explicarles cómo funciona para mejorar la comunicación o el trabajo en equipo, sino que lo llevan a cabo tanto en sus excursiones como en las actividades de agua, de montaña, de glaciales, de ríos, en las visitas, por ejemplo, la que nos acaba de contar Okan en el pueblo de Crier para mejorar la comunicación. Entonces es un programa perfectamente bien diseñado y confeccionado para aterrizar la enseñanza de la herramienta en la práctica y que los chicos rompan con su área de confort y puedan sentirse satisfechos de que están logrando mejorar en esos aspectos, ¿no? Listo.
All right. So, of course, many of you will also have questions. All right, but where is my child going to stay? What are the facilities like? Obviously, this is also an important aspect of their experience. And our premium campus is located, as I mentioned, in Lausanne. Actually, it is the beautiful building, the boarding facilities and building of Collège Champita, as you can see on the first photo. And we'll also take a quick campus tour as well. Just to tell you a little bit, every room accommodates 2 students. And on every floor is dedicated to one gender. So it will be either for boys or girls with shared facilities such as bathrooms. But the campus is very extensive and offers great amenities and great possibilities for them to enjoy their time as well. I'll just go to the campus tour. And meanwhile, Rocio, you can translate if you wish as well while I'm walking them through the campus.
Pues veamos el tour virtual del campus donde los chicos se alojan. Nos comenta Ocan que las residencias están divididas, niños, niñas, y pues siempre cuentan con la supervisión del staff de Silk. Y pues bueno, aquí están a las orillas del lago y con una vista espectacular. Pues verano tienen un clima impresionante de bueno, aunque obviamente suben a los glaciales y pues tienen otro clima, pero tienen esta combinación de oportunidades.
Perfect. Thank you. So here you see a bird's view of our campus, which is a very large campus, as you can see here. And if we go a little bit to the playgrounds of where our students love to spend their leisure time, because obviously throughout the program, each day students will also have leisure time to unwind, catch up with their new friends, but also to relax. We have multiple facilities. We have football pitch, we have tennis court, we have also volleyball court, and many other possibilities for them to enjoy their time. And if I go under entrance, you can see this is the entrance of our campus. During checking on first day one, we will also welcome you here at our cafe 1903 as well. And you can see that our campus provides a very beautiful green environment, also with the private educational forest as well. And let me go to the common rooms. On each floor, we have common rooms. On the in the common rooms, students get together, also get to use it and relax as well, to be with their friends, which are located on the girls' boys floors. But also we have a mixed gender common room as well. If we have a look at the boarding facilities where students will be sleeping, is, for example, this is an example of the girls' boarding room that features 2 comfortable beds and all the facilities that are needed for their stay. The same with the boys' room as well. On each floor, we will be during the night also having night watch, and that night watch is taking care of our students during the evening times. And of course, during the day, we also have a dedicated team that will be taking care of our students. Good to mention perhaps is our canteen. Canteens are, of course, very special places because this is where the entire group is coming together. We have meals together, catch up, but at the same time, this is where we do our morning assemblies with our students. And of course, our in-house kitchen team and chef is making sure that every single student's dietary preferences and requirements are met to the utmost level. Hence why we like to also mention that we, Silk Academy, are a boutique summer camp provider, which means that we always try to provide this personalized attention to our students from their moment, from before they arrive to camp until they leave camp and afterwards as well.
Bueno, aquí Ocan nos enseñó las habitaciones, los alimentos, importantísimo el último detalle de la visión de ser un campamento personalizado. No es un monstruo que reciba 20,000 participantes precisamente para mantener este servicio y esta atención que cada uno de nuestros niños requiere durante su estancia.
Right. So I've already mentioned slightly about the boutiqueness and the personalization of our summer camp. Good to mention is as well the small scale of our summer camp. So the reason for that is always to be able to provide this personalized attention to our students, but also making all the workshops and all the outdoor activities that students are participating highly interactive, which means that they will be engaging together with each other, with students from different age groups as well as with certified Swiss mountain guides and our senior training team. All our training team that will be working with the students around the clock is comprised of professional senior educators that work with us throughout the academic year, which means that we do not hire seasonal workers. We always work with team that is very well familiar with our values, with our safety policies, and also with the entire programming curriculum. And in this way, we actually can provide this utmost boutique experience to our students that is allowing us to be personalized, and also that we can provide students with feedback. Mentioning feedback is good to say that students are working towards a personal action plan. So at the end of the camp, they will be filling out their personal action plan together with their trainers that they have been working at camp. And at this personal action plan, they will be reflecting on what they've learned during camp and how they can take this experience from all the activities and all the interactive leadership workshops into their daily life.
El personal que participa en este campamento está altamente certificado, además de que este campamento no solamente es la experiencia y regresan a casa y no hay un seguimiento, sino que hay un plan al regreso para poder integrar su día a día con las habilidades que desarrollaron durante el campamento. Entonces hay un plan de acción para incorporarlas en su día a día a su vuelta del programa. Entonces repercuten las enseñanzas y la experiencia incluso al haber regresado a casa, ¿no?
All right, so here you can see our camp sessions. We have 3 separate sessions to be able to accommodate as many families and students as possible. So you might wish to choose a session during the first 2 weeks of July or the last 2 weeks of July, as well as the first 2 weeks of August, depending on your summer schedule. Our summer camp welcomes students from 11 to 17 years old. We usually each year see a very healthy balance between the age groups. You can see that there will be 11-year-olds, but also 17-year-olds. And how do we accommodate this difference? First of all, students will be divided into smaller age-appropriate groups where, of course, we are always striving to have this international environment in each smaller group of 10 to 12 students. They, of course, will be every single age group is learning a little bit different. So this is why we will also have in some activities students that are group, in some activities not. So we are always together at camp, but for certain workshops and certain activities we will be into smaller age groups. And the reason for that is obviously because we want students to create stronger relationships also with students from their age groups. But at the same time, it is a leadership camp. So we want to also showcase to students that in real life as well, sometimes we need to interact with different people, be it younger people or older people. And in this way, we can also give them the opportunity to interact with 11, 12-year-olds, but also 16, 15, 17-year-olds as well. And you might ask, but okay, now I got all the information, but how do I register? That is a very good question, and this is why Rocio is here. And please feel free to reach out to her, and she will walk you through the entire process and ensure that you have a very smooth start to your summer camp experience. Also, in addition to that, it's good to mention the camp fee, that it is all inclusive. So it includes everything from the moment students arrive at Geneva Airport. We'll be picking them up. Our dedicated team will be there waiting for them. We'll bring them to camp. We'll make sure that they're settled comfortably. The camp fee includes all the activities to transportation to and from the activities, all meals, snacks, accommodation, and everything that you can think of. So you do not have to worry about any other additional aspects of your child's summer camp experience.
Excelente. Pues aquí están las fechas, son bloques de 2 semanas o 4 semanas o 6 semanas. El rango de edades desde 11 hasta 17 años, 17 años, 11 meses, 10 meses. El programa por 2 semanas tiene un costo de 6,000 francos suizos. Hay una cuota de seguro de gastos médicos de 250 francos y todo está incluido en el programa. No hay nada que dentro del programa los chicos necesiten pagar. Entonces, todo está cubierto Y efectivamente, como dice Ocan, todo el proceso de inscripción nosotros lo realizamos por ustedes. Básicamente un resumen de los servicios que hacemos son llevar a cabo todo el proceso de inscripción, realizar planes de pago, opciones de financiamiento, coordinamos el vuelo internacional porque los chicos llegan al aeropuerto de Ginebra. Entonces, como no hay vuelos directos desde México, hacemos la coordinación con las escalas correctamente, con todas las instrucciones. Apoyamos en la emisión de documentos como pasaportes vencidos, trámite de SAM para salir de México. Y antes de su salida, hacemos una plática pre-departure para revisar que los chicos tengan toda la información, documentación, tips de viaje, revisar su equipaje, revisar su trámite de examen. Entonces, siempre estamos 24/7 al lado del chico que viaja y de los padres. Entonces, estos son un resumen de los servicios que hacemos como agencia representante de Silk. Listo.
All right, thank you. So what we also wanted to share with you is essentials to what to bring to camp. Obviously, it is a camp in Switzerland, and the Swiss summers can sometimes be also chillier. It is a climate that we will also go up to very high altitudes, so the weather is getting a little bit colder, but also we'll be in the mountains, sometimes hiking or going up to glaciers and so on. So there's certain items that you need to bring. Of course, before once you register and before your arrival, you will receive something called a welcome pack. In that welcome pack, we will share with you a very detailed list of what you need to bring and what you shouldn't bring. These are the items that are very important to bring to camp, items such as high ankle hiking boots with solid profile, or a backpack, or warm beanie, or a hat, or warm gloves. I understand this is a summer camp. However, as I mentioned, last summer we even saw some snow, and it can be chillier in Switzerland than what you might be used to in Mexico as well. So these are certain items that you need to bring, but of course there's a more extensive document that you will receive also, where we mention way more details about the camp rules, camp values, what to bring and what not to bring.
Perfecto. Toda esta lista de artículos que no son usuales de adquirir aquí en México. Tenemos los canales para que ustedes puedan adquirirlos directamente en tiendas de México o en línea. Entonces, no se preocupen, tendremos toda la información muy detallada de todo lo que tenemos que llevar y lo que no tenemos que llevar para este increíble campamento.
All right, so we've shared some information with you already about our summer camp or what you can expect, the range of activities from high ropes course to adventurous canyoning, which is one of the favorite activities of our students, to glacier expeditions, to exploration of cities, to water sports, and other surprise activities that I'm actually officially not allowed to mention, but you will come across once you sign up for the camp, are all waiting you. However, I can imagine, Rocio, that there's other questions that might be still need answering. Would you like to ask any questions so far?
Bueno, ya tocamos el tema sobre Silk, quiénes son, la infraestructura que los identifica, la ubicación del campamento, que todo está incluido en el programa, el mix de nacionalidades. Ya vimos una explicación de en qué consiste el programa, todas las actividades de aventura, excursiones, el cuidado y supervisión de staff certificado en cada una de las actividades. Y pues yo creo que los padres podrían estar, the parents must be interesting if the camp has a cellular policy, or if there is Wi-Fi on the campus, how the parents can be in contact with the kids, and how they can know where they are and have some pictures. Can you tell us more about the communication between parents and kids?
Absolutely. It's actually a very important question indeed. First of all, we do believe that having contact with parents and back home with friends and so on is very important in sometimes if a student is homesick to support that they are not homesick or support them in this, but also to, of course, we understand that families would like to follow the journey of our students as well. First of all, the phone policy. Students are allowed to have phones at camp. That is absolutely all right. However, there's certain times that they can use their phones and certain times that they cannot use their phones. For example, they are not able to use their phones during meal times because we want students to be engaging with each other and taking the best out of their experience. But also, when we listen to instructions or when we are in the workshops or doing all these amazing activities. Of course, students during the activities can take photos. Obviously, we do understand that they would like to make Instagram stories, TikToks, and so on. That is a possibility. However, it will be in moderation and under the supervision of our team. They can, however, use their phones freely during their leisure time that every day they get before breakfast, for example, or because of time differences. Obviously, we understand that parents might be available at certain times. Then we will also be able to make exceptions for students to reach out back home as well. And also, they can use their phones during the bus rides to and from activities. Good to mention is also that we will keep our families up to date virtually more than physically. There will be a password protected blog for our families to follow the journey of our students from day one until the last day, where we'll be sharing stories, photos, and videos of the camp day so they also know where we are and what we are doing.
Excelente. Entonces hay canales de comunicación siempre abiertas. Obviamente hay actividades en las que se les invita a no usar el celular, que los chicos a lo mejor piensan, bueno, a la hora de la comida, pero no, es importante que hagan interacción a la hora de los alimentos con otros chicos. Entonces sí hay buena comunicación, incluso hay un blog con un password personalizado donde ustedes van a estar viendo día a día las actividades que están haciendo los chicos y pueden ver a sus hijos a través de ese medio día a día. Entonces, hay comunicación, hay canal y nosotros como agencia representante, pues tenemos comunicación directa para cualquier necesidad que tanto ustedes como familia, como los chicos puedan tener y nosotros necesitemos interactuar. Entonces, comunicación abierta, servicios todos incluidos, servicios boutiques, alimentación especial, si algún chico tiene alguna necesidad alimenticia específica, los chefs lo cubren. Entonces, pues, Okan, I think all the question has been answered. So, if si las familias necesitan un poco más de información acerca de cualquier detalle en especial, estamos, pues tanto Ocan como yo, a su servicio para poderles atender. Y lo ideal, and the best if to do the registration as soon as possible because the places could be, los lugares pueden ser ocupados, ¿no? Entonces, estamos a tiempo de poder hacer una correcta planeación para realizar el registro, coordinar el tema de vuelos internacionales, documentación. Okan, thank you so much for your time and all your expertise explaining all these these very important issues about this excellent program.
Absolutely, it was my pleasure. And just to put one more information there is once families register, they will also receive a personal invitation for a Zoom webinar that we will do with all the registered families early May. So you will also have the opportunity to ask further questions about your preparations 1 to 2 months before the camp arrival as well there at Zoom as well with the camp representatives.
Excelente. Entonces tenemos dos pláticas pre-departure, una a través de nosotros, otra a través del campamento Silca. Entonces, por información, estamos con toda la disposición de poderles brindar cualquier detalle. Thank you, Okan, so much.